Let's play a fun game I like to call Is It Actually Bad? Now, this game's purpose is to look at things that you probably have been told are bad for you by media, by your friends and family, and we're gonna look and see if they're actually bad for you, or like bad in general, or if they're just overhyped, or if there's another problem. Starting off, sugars and carbohydrates. You have heard, I'm sure, everywhere that sugar is super bad for you. Like, sugar should be avoided at all costs and as much as possible. So is it actually bad for you? So sugar and other carbohydrates like fructose and sucrose and glucose are the kind of first step in your body's metabolism. Glucose is essential for glycolysis, which is basically the first step. And so glucose and carbohydrates are necessary to get your metabolism going. However, of course, in excess, too much sugar is a bad thing, but too much of anything is a bad thing. Overindulgence of anything, even things touted as super healthy, like spinach or oats or minerals or vitamins, too much of those cause problems. It's not sugar by itself that's a problem, it's too much sugar, which could be the same of anything. I say as I am drinking an energy drink and eating Skittles, but we're gonna ignore that. Same thing with fats, lipids, and steroids. You need them in small amounts, so avoiding them fully is, for one, impossible, and two, not necessary, just don't overindulge. If you eat a balanced diet, then you won't really have a problem with too much sugar or too much fat, unless there's an underlying health problem, in which case don't take my advice, take your doctor's advice. But again, by themselves, fats and lipids and steroids and hormones are not a bad thing. Your body needs them. Moderation is key. So no, sugars and fats are not the problem. Overindulgence is. Invasive species. Are they bad? Abso-fucking-lutely. This is Kuzdu, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it has taken over everything in the area. Invasive species are definitely bad. They cause a lot of problems in the environment. Now, invasive species and exotic species are not the same thing. Exotic species are species that are not native to an area but have established a population there, but are not causing the same problems that invasive species do, such as dandelions. Dandelions are not considered invasive because they do not cause significant damage to the environment, even though they are not native to lots of places, including, I think, North America. GMOs, genetically modified organisms. No, they're not bad for you. I made an entire video about this. What is bad, though, is corporations copyrighting seeds and genetically modifying them so they're infertile, so farmers have to depend on the companies to buy those seeds and everything and can't just regrow their own. That is not good. Copyrighting plants and animals shouldn't be a thing, and purposely making your product infertile and so people have to buy more of it, that is not good. So GMOs aren't the problem, capitalism is. Animal products and or byproducts such as eggs, dairy, wool, all of that, and meat and stuff. So anything basically you get from an animal that vegans avoid. This is not shaming vegans, this is not talking about veganism, this is just talking about animal products. So the products themselves, for example, dairy, eggs, meat, they are not bad for you unless you have an underlying health issue or allergy or something, in which case, exception. But eating eggs is not bad for you, eating meat is not bad for you. Again, moderation is key, healthy, balanced diet. However, what is bad is the meat, egg, and dairy, etc. industry. That whole industry needs a massive overhaul. It is not efficient, it is not very ethical, it's not great for the animals or anything, so that is a problem. But yeah, the animal products are not themselves the problem. So if you can, buy local, small farms with that just produce eggs because I have a bunch of chickens, or that are small dairy farms, local. If you can, buy local, because those will always be more ethical and the animals will be better treated. Buying a dozen eggs from your local farmer, or if you have access to them, some big cities don't, but small local farmers that raise chickens and sell their eggs will always be way more ethical than anything you get at a grocery store. So, and that isn't always an option for everybody, but if you can, buy local because that's always better. Go to your local butcher shops, go to your local dairy farms, wherever you get dairy, buy local eggs, buy local fruit. That buying local will always be better and more ethical than anything else. I lost my train of thought. So animal products like eggs, meat, dairy, wool are not the problem. Capitalism is. Calories. There is so much misinformation about calories. So the definition of a calorie is how much energy in joules, yeah, that's it. How much energy in joules it takes to raise 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. That is it. The calorie count in food is literally just the amount of energy you gain from eating that food. More calories equals more energy gained, so I don't know why there is so much hate on calories. Again, overeating, too much food, that's the problem. But calories themselves, high calorie count just is it's literally just how much energy is available in the food for you to use. More energy is a good thing. Again, moderation. No, calories are not the problem. Overindulgence and unhealthy diet is. Speaking of kind of unhealthy diet, keto diet, in my opinion, is not good for you. I'm not a registered dietitian or nutritionist or anything or doctor. This is just from my understanding of my biochemistry classes, but I don't think the keto diet, I don't think it's good because you are avoiding all carbs, and carbs are, again, like sugars, the start of the metabolism. And the keto diet is called such because it relies lots on ketone bodies, which are produced during starvation, times of starvation, because your brain needs energy, and since it's not getting the energy from glucose, it is getting it from ketone bodies, which are normally not produced when, nutritionally balanced diet. So, yeah, ketone bodies are produced when nutrients can't get past the blood-brain barrier because you're not getting sugar or carbs or anything, so your brain has no energy, so it relies on these ketone bodies, which are you don't normally want ketone bodies, so I personally don't think that this diet is good for you. If I'm wrong, correct me, but from my biochemistry understanding, it's not great. Finally, we have climate change. Yes, it's bad. Even if you don't care about the environment, if you don't care about the polar bears, it's causing an increase in natural disasters, which causes a lot of damage to cities and towns and loss of human life and all of that. And even if you're still don't care about that because you're a selfish jerk, it causes a lot of economic damage if that's the only thing you care about. Changing temperatures, increased natural disasters, increased weird weather. We had snow in Canada in June, which is not great. Causing damage to a lot of very delicate environments, so save the polar bears, the ice caps are melting, and everything. Climate change is bad, it's a problem, and it's real, and if you don't think so, you're wrong and also dumb. That's all I have for this. Is it actually bad for you? If you have anything you want me to go over, drop it in the comments. I'll probably make another one of these.